Hey everybody, this is Clark. This is only going to be about 5 minutes long because for some reason um, less than 5 minutes is a gigabyte for this little camera, and that's all YouTube will hold. I don't know why it does that, but that's what it does. So I just wanted to tell you, I think that I'm doing some better. Um, I'm finding that I have more energy, my head's more clear, um, and I'm finding more joy in life, which is sometimes one of the hardest things to get when you got Lyme. Joy seems a long way away. So I'm not well by any means. I'm liming right now, but not as bad. And I hope this is due to the fact that I've been sticking pretty well to my regimen and been adhering to eating well and taking my nutritional supplements. And also, I have a confession. Um, 3 weeks ago, I quit smoking, and I was keeping that a big secret during this whole thing because I'd given up everything else, and I was sort of holding on to that like a pacifier, I suppose you'd say. But I thought, well, if I quit smoking during this, it's just going to be the last thing. And I was only smoking about a half a pack a day, but it was a half a pack too much, and so I put them down, and hopefully they'll stay down. Um, and I hope that's one of the reasons why I'm feeling better. Now my major vice, I suppose, is I eat too much cheese. And I know some people who talk about different things you should do for Lyme. They're like, well, cheese has some sugars in it, and you should stay with. And I'm like, man, I can't go any further with you. I'm just I'm trying to do the best I can. I don't really eat any bread or carbohydrates to amount to anything. I gotta have my cheese. So that's where I am. I just finished up directing Julius Caesar, or I finished up directing quite a few weeks ago, but the show closed up yesterday, and it was a good run, and I'm glad I did it. Although I think during the middle of it, I'd really run myself down, both with the antibiotics and how much I was doing a day, because I was only working about 3 hours a day, but my commute is 40 minutes one way, so that's like nearly an hour and a half commuting, driving, which was wearing me out. And I mean, I'll get back to being able to do that, but right now I don't think that's where I am. But what I'm doing these days, this is my sort of my life regimen. I shoot for this. Is I try to read, write, exercise, and play my guitar a little bit every day. And those are sort of the things that sometimes they're not as fruitful as I would like, but I'm trying to work my way back to it. Exercising is consisting of going out on walks around town, and it's real cold out there, but that's okay. I find with when I'm dealing with Lyme, and I know this is not the same for everybody, but I would rather it be cold and be bundled up than hot, which is kind of ironic because I grew up in South Carolina where it was very, very hot, and I didn't really bother me then. But now I live in Pennsylvania, and the cold seems to give me some respite, and so I just wear lots and lots of layers and tuck everything in if I'm going anywhere near any sort of wilderness, and try to be very safe. Even though it's winter, I mean, I want to always be safe when I'm around the wilderness. And I guess that's one thing that I'm finding that it's a dilemma that I've got to figure out, and that is that one of the reasons I got Lyme was because I really love the outdoors, and I love hiking, and I love being outdoors, and I always loved camping and did a lot of that, and I got bit, and this disease gets worse every year, and I will have to severely modify what I'm doing, and as to whether or not I'm going to go sleeping out in the woods these days, I don't know, but I can't just completely get out of the woods, and I think that if we, as an entire species, decide that we're no longer going into wilderness, this just doesn't seem right. We've got to learn to deal with Lyme disease, and especially if it's in other insects besides ticks, which I suspect because I'm pretty sure that what I had was mosquito bites. I had two of them, and you don't usually get two ticks biting you at the same time. I had two of them on the back of my leg. They started out like mosquito bites. They itched, and then within a week they'd just gotten huge, and no longer really itched, but they were full-fledged things, and which were treated as spider bites at the time with steroids and not much else, and that's when my woes began. Um, but anyway, I just wanted to say hello and tell you that I'm up and down like crazy, but I think on average I'm feeling better, and I hope you guys are feeling better too. And if you're not there yet, I know you'll be there soon. You just stick in, you guys, stick in, and thank you for being there. All right, have a good day.